Dear students, today we will start with our new lesson number 5, acid, bases and salt. Before going to this lesson, we need to know what are the radicals. What are the radicals? In lesson number 4, we have already studied the radical. Just we will revise in a short. Here radicals. There are two types of radical, basic radicals and acidic radicals. Now I am drawing here sodium atom. Sodium atom has 2 electrons in first orbit, 8 electrons in a second orbit and only 1 electron in the outermost orbit. Here sodium has a tendency to donate electron, thus sodium atom attains the configuration 2A and positive charge are increased, means 11 protons and 10 electron, thus sodium develops a positive charge. When atom develops a positive charge on it, we call it as a cation. Positively charged ions are known as cations. These positively charged cations are also known as basic radicals. Now we will see what are the acidic radicals. So this is atom of a oxygen. It has 2 orbits. First orbit 2, second orbit 6 electrons. So here it has a configuration 2,6. As oxygen is a non-metal, it has a tendency to gain the electron. So oxygen gain 2 electron from other atom and becomes negatively charged as number of electrons are increased. So oxygen forms charge O2 minus. So this negatively charged ion is known as anion, and this anion is also known as acidic radical. This anion is known as acidic radical. So litmus is an indicator to determine whether the given solution is acid or a base. There are two types of litmus papers, blue litmus and red litmus. If you take acidic substance and if you dip blue litmus paper in acid, blue turns red but red remains red, means here no change. If you take the base like a soap solution or a baking soda solution, then if you dip blue litmus paper into the base, blue remains blue, means there is a no change of blue litmus paper in the base, while if you take a red litmus paper and dip in a base, it turns blue. So there are many acidic and basic substances which we use in our day-to-day life, like a buttermilk, tamarind pulp, lemon juice, lime water. So these are different acidic and basic substances. So how we are identifying basic and acidic substances? For that we have to know their acidic and basic radicals. If we take the example of HCl, if we take the example of HCl and if we separate its basic and acidic radicals, we get H plus and Cl minus. If we take H2SO4, then it gets separated into H plus and HSO4 minus. Here you will find the H plus ion is present in acids. H plus ion is present in acid. So acids are the substances which contain H plus ions. Now what are the bases? Here I have taken example of sodium hydroxide. If we separate its acidic and basic radical, then we can separate it into Na plus and OH minus. Na plus and OH minus. Here Na plus is a basic radical. Na plus is a basic radical while OH minus is a acidic radical. One more example, KOH. This is potassium hydroxide. Means it gets separated into K plus as a basic radical and OH minus as a acidic radical. So bases are the substances which have OH minus as acidic radical, so they are known as bases. So bases are the substances which contain OH minus as acidic radical, so we call them as a bases. Bases show that they change their color in a red litmus, red to blue. So in today's lecture we will understand only these basic concepts and we will study the table given on page number 58. We have already filled in our morning lecture. Now in next lecture we will see what is an ionic compound and how ionic bonds are formed. Thank you.